At just 3 years old, the young man ventured up the mountain to apprentice under a master, honing incredible strength. His hands, now coursing with visible veins, have become as unyielding as iron, and after 20 years, he came down from the mountain for the first time. He found that the knife he casually played with was so heavy that it made the most talented disciple of the sect unable to stand up straight. Even when he exerted all his strength to move the knife, it didn't budge an inch. The female immortal didn't believe that an old knife so heavy, and she couldn't lift it even with her secret technique, which eventually alarmed the sect's founding master. This old man only lasted 2 seconds before he was pressed to his knees by the knife. It turned out that the young man's master, fearing that his disciple's talent was too high and he wouldn't rest properly, had deceived him into thinking he was a low-level, useless waste. Now, at the age 20, the young man has 9 golden lotus flowers above his head, and his cultivation far surpasses his master, who has been practicing for 30,000 years. Seeing that the deception could not continue, the master made an excuse to send him down the mountain. Unexpectedly, after the young man went down the mountain and attended the Immortal Fate Conference, he found that the cultivation of the 3 elders presiding over it was even lower than his own.
Mr. Judd said that 1 lotus is the peak for mortals cultivating immortality. Only then can we advance into the land of God realm. A low-level guy like me who has 9 lotuses will never stand a chance for the rest of my life.
The minimum threshold is 1 lotus. The next threshold is 2 lotuses. The threshold after would be 3 lotuses. You'll be qualified for the Holy Realm if you have 6 lotuses. However, such qualifications are rare. It can be said to be 1 in a million. You'll be qualified for Sky Realm. If you have 9 lotuses, the only one who has entered this realm is God himself.
If only the stem appears without the lotus. You can be an indirect apprentice since you're still qualified for it. Those who don't even have a lotus stem can only become handymen for the sect.
Anyone who can produce at least 1 lotus and is qualified to enter Land of God realm will be blessed by the elder of the sect, John Zimmer. Your soul will be cleansed and you can advance.
9 lotus qualified mortal for Sky Realm. But Mr. Judd told me that's the lowest qualification. Could he be mistaken? Are we really that ignorant?
The testing will begin now. Anyone who wants to join Vera's sect can come forward.
My dad might want us to get married, but you must know this. Although I don't expect you to have 1 lotus, you must at least reach the level of an indirect apprentice. I don't want to marry a handyman.
Oh well.
She wants me to only have 1. Am I still taking the test? Will I really become a handyman? With my meager cultivation for 20 years.
You look guilty. I'll do it if you don't dare. I don't expect my partner to be better than me, but he shouldn't be worse than me.
Indeed.
My daughter has the holy body. She'll have way more than just 1 lotus.
She has 3 lotuses. She's more than eligible to join Fiera's sect. A loser like me only has 9. I'm not stronger than her. I'm not fated to be with her. The marriage won't happen.
She has 3 lotuses. She's qualified to be a golden immortal. This is quite rare.
As expected, her holy body has helped her in cultivation. She can effortlessly outperform everyone's lifelong efforts. It's too bad you've promised not to join any sect for 3 years.
Suko has the holy body. It said that your cultivation will increase if you cultivate with the holy body.
It's indeed rare for someone to have the holy body. Suko must never marry. That is if she wants to enter Dale Holy Realm.
Sue is of noble birth. She also has the holy body. She's an exceptional woman. Anyone who wants to marry her must also be the creme de la creme. I am the best of the best. I would like to propose marriage to Sue today. Please don't reject.
Sam, are you proposing to me?
Yes, we are a good match for each other. I'm the only person in Valia who's worthy enough to be with you.
Nonsense! I've already betrothed Sue to Mr. Colt. You should give up, Sam Holt.
The evil energy surrounding Sam is the same as the one I saw when I saw Mr. Cole. He's not a good guy, regardless if he has anything to do with it. Sue should never marry him. That's right, Sam Holt. She has agreed to marry me. You're late.
Hey, get your dirty hands off me. My dad wants us to get married, but I never promised to marry you.
Sue, what do you mean? Are you going against my order?
Dad, there are many ways to repay kindness. Why do you want me to marry him? I once swore that my partner should be either more talented than me or more capable than me. How else am I supposed to obey him?
You heard that? Sue has 3 lotuses. She's a golden immortal. What qualifications do you have?
I don't know my specific qualifications. But my mentor told me I have 9 lotuses. It's the lowest of the cultivation.
Nonsense! 9 lotuses belong in the highest realm for cultivators, Sky Realm. How dare you say it's the lowest level in cultivation?
You're indirectly humiliating us. You're saying those with 3 lotuses aren't as good as you?
Nice is obviously lowest cultivation. Mr. Judd would never lie to me. Perhaps the cultivation Mr. Judd taught me is the opposite of the way of the orb displays. Oh, no. I mean to say that my level is low. I can't even produce 1 when I touch the orb. My cultivation is the lowest among everyone here.
Dad, you heard that? I have the holy body. I'm also a golden immortal. I'd be the laughingstock if I married him.
Would you rather marry Sam Holt than Mr. Colt? He's not a good person. He has ulterior motives for marrying you. I'll never agree to this marriage.
That's right, Miss Cole. I can tell that. This guy doesn't have any good intentions.
Shut up. Your cultivation level is low. How can you tell with your mortal eyes?
Mr. Cole, Ms. Cole is recognized by the immortal realm. She's a golden immortal. What about him? He's an ordinary immortal. He can never match her level.
Dad, I'm afraid I have to go against your wishes. I, Sue Cole, will never marry a good-for-nothing and become a laughingstock. I'll only be with you if you can get the orb to recognize your talents.
Mr. Zimmer, Afira Zekt once told me that I have the immortal body, but it hasn't been verified. We'll find out if it's true today.
The elders were telling the truth. He does have the immortal body. He's an equal for the holy body. They're both golden immortals.
He has the immortal body. She has the holy body. The cultivation levels will rise greatly when they cultivate together.
Dad, I'm making the right choice. I can advance into other realms if I marry him, but I'll be able to create miracles in the immortal realm if I marry Sam.
Mr. Jet said it's hard to become an immortal if you're unkind. Sue, you can't differentiate between right and wrong. You'll never be true immortal, even if you...
One should have self-awareness. She's out of your league, and you're not my equal. It's an indisputable fact that you're not worthy of Sue. But you can come forward and test it yourself. Perhaps you can stay in Fira Sect as a handyman.
Hey!
That's right. Don't say I didn't give you a chance. I'm not asking you to be better than him. But I might change my mind if you can get the orb to display 3 lotuses and prove that you're on par with Sam.
I'd like to know how many lotuses and qualifications that this madman has. Come here. and get tested.
Yes, you can't escape from this. Do it.
I'll really bring shame to Mr. Judd if I can't even produce one lotus.
You should have the courage to do this, regardless of your cultivation level. But you don't even have the guts to try it out. You don't deserve a second glance from me.
Your cowardice brings shame to us cultivators. Tell us, who's your mentor? Get lost now. Your sect will no longer be eligible to join Fear's Sect Conference from now on.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. I can't let them humiliate Mr. Judd even more. Fine, I'll do it. But let me make this clear. The results are mine alone, no matter the outcome. Nothing to do with my mentor or my sect.